Each Wednesday, John Lortzen takes us across the state to show us incredible people and places across Minnesota.
Tonight, he takes us to a lake in west central Minnesota where you'll find a tiny chapel next to a vibrant garden.
It's small, it's stretched out, yes, but it's a great bunch of people.
In the United States, there are 13 different towns named Long Beach. This one is the smallest, but it's found a colorful way to stand out.
A little tranquility, a little peace of mind.
Terry Dune is talking about Morning Glory Gardens on the shores of Lake Minnewaska. It was created in the 1960s when a newspaper editor named Ed Barsness got sick of seeing an ugly marsh next to a beautiful lake.
He writes in the newspaper how when he would drive by here, it would smell so. It was just a swamp in the springtime.
So they filled the swamp and created a 100-foot-long garden that's been here ever since. Each year, carnations, geraniums, and black-eyed Susans are a common sight.
Begonias, and there's decorative cabbages this year.
And those darn rabbits can't get enough of that.
Right.
Not a fan of the rabbits, but the garden is nice. Yes.
They'll always get you. And
Yeah.
then the little chapel that's
The chapel,
there.
yes. So as the story goes on, you kind of learn about how the garden and chapel are connected. And the chapel actually moved there after the garden in like the early 80s.
Okay.
You can see it right there. Beautiful shot by Mike Dernberger, the photojournalist. He's got a lot of great shots of the chapel. You can fit 16 people in there.
way.
Do they hold masses
there? It
there
is.
or services
They
there?
do. That's a really good question, Amelia, because if you spend $150 as a donation to the gardens, you can have a wedding there. And people
that's
do.
so
They have a lot of
nice.
weddings. A lot of times they can't fit everybody. If you have 100 people that show up, whatever it might be, they have to do it outside, but it's still a cool atmosphere because you have that beautiful garden. And there it is. I love that shot because you have that in the foreground and the chapel's in the background.
It's so crazy. It's just right off the highway like that.
Right off the highway and right next to the lake. So
Yeah.
it was a marsh and a swamp, as he talked about at one point, and then obviously it all came together to have this. So
16 seems a little tight.
16,
in
yes.
that
And
space.
if it's a bunch of big fellas, it might be less. So but it is something that you can, anybody's welcome to go. So they've had weddings, they've had anniversaries, they've had other things there, and it's just kind of a place
Love
that's
it.
growing, but it's a little bit of a hidden gem at the
Want
same
to go
time.
inside?
And
All
we'll
right.
learn more about it tonight then,
Absolutely.
right?
Yep, there's a lot more to it. Yep.
Okay, tonight
Thanks,
at 10.
John.